Hello, I'm Hw10. This video is about homework 10, question 2. First one, we are going to talk about the wide sense stationary. We see that a real static process xt is stationary in the wide sense or weakly stationary if its expected value is a constant and its autocorrelation depends on T1 minus T2. Only ext equals to constant ext plus tau times xt equals to r tau. Xt is xss and ex squared t exists, means that xt is wxs. Xt is wxs means that xt is xs is not generally true. Wide sense stationary involves only first order and second order moments. Second one, which is independent increment process. We say that xt is a process with independent increment if p xta minus xtb less than x1, xtc minus xtd less than x2 equals to p xta minus xtb less than x1 times p xtc minus xtd less than x2 for any non-overlapping intervals. Independent increment implies uncorrelated increment. Poisson process, random walk, and Wiener process are also independent increment process. The third one is macro process. We say that a process xt is a macro process if the past has no influence on the stochastic of the future under the condition that the present is known. A macro process is statistically determined if one knows its second-order distribution function f x1, x2, t1, t2. The normal process, a process xt is said to be normal if the random variables xt1, xt2, and so on xtn are jointly normal for any n, any t1, t2, tn. fx, x1, x2, xn, and t1, t2, tn, which equals to this function. In this, where x equals to x1, xn, x equals to x1, t1, x1, xtn, and the mean equals to ex, c equals to ex minus mean times x minus mean transpose. The statistics of a normal process is completely determined in terms of its mean and autocorrelation T1, T2, or autocovariance say T1, T2. strict-sense stationary process. We say that a real static process xt is stationary in strict sense of its statistics is not affected by a shift on the time axis. This means that two processes xt and xt plus epsilon have the same statistics for any epsilon. Xt is xss if fx x1, x2, xn, x1, x2 to xn equals to fx x1, x2 to xn, t1 plus epsilon, t2 plus epsilon, and so on, tn plus epsilon for any n, any t1, t2, tn, and any epsilon. Xt is xx means fx xt equals to fx. T has no influence on it. Fx is xss means that ext equals to constant if mean exists. Xt is xss means that fx x1, x2, t1, t2 equals to fx x1, x2, t1 minus t2. Xt is xss means that rt1, t2 equals to rt1 minus t2 if its second moment exists. White noise. Vt is a white noise if RVV T1, T2 equals to Q T1 in plus T1 minus T2. If the input to a linear system is a white noise with R-axis T1, T2 equals to Q T1 in plus T1 minus T2, then E absolute square Yt equals to Qt times absolute Ht square equals to integral negative infinity to infinity Qt minus alpha times absolute H alpha squared d alpha. Mean ergodic process. A stochastic process xt is called ergodic if all its statistics can be determined from a single symbol. Xt is said to be mean ergodic if limitation t to the infinite 1 over 2t integral t negative t xt dt equals to ext in mean square sense. Ext must be a constant. Mean square sense means that limitation t to the infinity e 1 over 2t integral t minus t xt dt minus mean square means 0. Xt is mean ergodic if and only if limitation t to the infinity 1 over 4t2 squared integral t minus t integral t minus t c t1 t2 dt1 d2 dt2 equals to 0. That's all of this question.